Hey everyone, APL here. This one's going to be pretty quick, but I did think it was a good thought worth sharing. And it's about not really photography per se, but taking photos. Something that as soon as I got a camera phone, I've been avidly doing and trying to save the photos. But there's a way of taking photos and videos. There's a good way and there's a bad way, and there's a good way to not take photos, which I think is good in and of itself. And I've been reading a manga lately called I always forget the name. Yokohama something or other. Cafe Alpha is how I kind of refer to it, just because there's a cafe in this manga that's run by an android, and it's an Earth that's post-apocalypse, post-catastrophe, but it's very peaceful in a sense. It's quiet, but there's this creeping sense of things running down, winding down, and it's very pleasant, very relaxing to read. I really am enjoying it. It's mysterious too, but in a chapter, the main character is gifted a camera by her owner, who's out somewhere, and she has like hundreds of photos she can take with it, but I think she only takes one photo in the day. She thinks about taking a photo, but she doesn't. And since the photo she does take has some meaning to it, other stuff looks nice and probably would have made a nice photo, but she doesn't take a lot of photos. And I've thought about that sometimes, because I take a lot of photos, and it's like I'll take the photo and then I'll just stop looking at what I took the photo of. Sometimes I want to print out a lot of these digital photos that I've taken on my phone, or save them, back them up somewhere, because I know that like something could wipe them out just like that. But if you have, I don't know, a photo of something, like people doing something in a room, or like, that has way more meaning, usually, always. But if it's something pretty, I feel like discretion is preferable, because when you take a photo of something like that, yeah, you're not really paying attention to it anymore. Oh gosh, I think of just how many times I'm in a museum and I just take a picture of a picture, which is why sometimes I'll try to have my wife in the picture with the picture, or something else to make that more interesting, more meaningful. And sometimes I've been about to take a photo of something and I just stop, and I just said, no, just being in the moment, letting it really kind of absorbing the moment. And this happened many times before, but there are some moments where I really should, or I tell myself I really should have taken a photo, but I still remember that moment. And, there are just very dear moments, and it's something I've told myself, but there are some things to which posterity should be the sole witness. And I think it just makes it more special. And I think, in the final score, at the end of the world, no good thing is going to be lost forever. I think sometimes we take pictures trying to keep a moment alive, but memory is good for that, but there are things beyond time in this world that are going to restore a lot of these things. And I think good photos are for sharing good moments. It kind of sounds cheesy to say, but I think, yeah, restraint is a virtue, especially in this sense, so that we don't cheapen some of these important moments. Anyway, that's all I've got.